But what we're serving up today is what you can eat on a night out. You don't have to feel like you're missing out. So you can stop moaning, okay? Yeah. We have obviously no rice, no naan breads. Head and landlord, you two don't have vegetables. We heard what the doctor said to us about vegetables, a few dishes of vegetables as well, for you to try out. No beer, no wine obviously, because you're training this afternoon. Enjoy it. Can I have a Cobra please, Governor? When you go out with the lads on Saturday night, when you're having curry, are you not going to have rice and bread? Could you just have that?
If I knew
it's doing you good.
that this was going to be alright for me, I'd eat this. I just don't know what's what in it.
Yeah.
So I just stick with what I know.
You can have that.
Yeah.
Just don't have 6 pints of it.
I don't drink.
A couple of glasses of Cristal and you're alright.
There you go.
Ed, you're injured, yeah? Yeah. Chuck a mouthful of that now. I'll excuse you from the man maker this afternoon. That gets you out the man maker. Maker, go on, son.
Fucking hell. It's cake mix.
Chef, have a look at the chef. Say thank the chef.
Racism seems to be off the menu, a fact that naturally pleases the gaffer.
I'm quite pleased. Went to the Indian restaurant. I've come away there very pleased. I didn't hear one comment of racism. So I mean, it was a big test for him, and I think if there was racism in the squad, we'd have definitely heard something. But we ain't finishing there. I don't think we got into the bottom of this.
So thanks for all coming. Thanks for trying it all. I'd like us to show appreciation to the waiters and the chefs for looking after us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Following Razor's covert curry house plan to uncover racism in the squad, the gaffer tries a new strategy. Keith and Razor arrange a session with a player who knows firsthand the evils of racism in football, ex-England star Luther Blissett.
We all know Luther. He was one of the first black players to really make it big, and he suffered a lot of racist chants from the crowds and also from his teammates. I thought it'd be, and he's also a great coach. I thought it'd be a good idea to bring Luther in to coach the lads and just give him a little talk about racism in football clubs. I don't think we have got racists in the squad at the minute, but there's a few childish comments that come out, a bit of banter that some people find offensive.
When I started playing professional football in 77, 78, it was probably one of the worst times in the world to be a black footballer. If it wasn't your teammates at the time, and there was one or two of them, your teammates, that would give you a bit of abuse because of your colour. You definitely get it everywhere you went to play. Humour was always a fantastic way to deal with it, because there's nothing better than turning something around on somebody when they said anything to you. Example, 17-year-old playing up at Barnsley, but I'm on the bench, so I've got to do a warm-up on the side of the pitch, and you get the yobs as usual there, you know, there's about a dozen or more of them together. Oh, you're black so-and-so or whatever, you know. So don't turn me back to them, turned around and actually now facing them, like looking straight at them. I said, now think about it. I says, who's the one that's paid money to watch this black whatsoever play football? And there's all his mates, exactly what you just did there, reaction, but you can imagine all his mates around him, all that sort of thing, you know, and he feels a right pill at them, doesn't he? Without being abusive or anything. The other way of dealing with it, and it's the best possible way, when they're giving you stick and you're actually out there on the field, in a game. Peterborough away it was, and my player said to me, you stick the ball in the net, and that is the best way to answer it.
I don't think there's anyone here who is overtly racist or sexist or anything like that. And I think all you guys would agree, yeah? Or anyone could agree, yeah? Okay. Would anyone say that, you know, maybe there is, you know, any sort of racist people or anything?
I've heard someone say Packy, I've heard, like he said Gollywog, but he didn't mean it in that way.
Talking to Razor, mate. You jumped up. I was talking to Razor because Razor...
Yeah, but you just even saying it in my presence is offensive to me.
Yeah, okay, listen, guys, listen, if people are talking, let them finish talking. And also, I would like you to depersonalise this as much as possible, just so we know. So Ben.
My point was that in the first weekend, I heard someone say Packy, I heard someone say suicide bomber. When Arafat got named Arafat, someone said we should have called him Bin Laden instead. Like Burnside said, even though he said Gollywog, I know he's not racist, because he lent his boots to Lamar. Lamar's the black guy on the team. And no racist person would do that. I know he's not, but some things that he may say or other people may say, they might feel comfortable saying in their social life or in their place there, but around where I've grown up and where I live and stuff like that, something like that would cause a lot of trouble.
It's hard because I was brought up in Hackney in North London, Most of my best friends were black people, Indian people, Moroccan people. I mean, I've got my friend Ardley. I mean, the way we speak together, I can call him a nigger, I can call him a coon. What's the matter with you? Can I have some of that suntan lotion? And it's just banter, because he can talk to me the way he can call me a honky, and we just laugh because it's just pathetic. I can't believe that it can affect some people in the way it does. I mean, having to ban bar black sheep, trying to ban hot cross buns. I mean, it's just all out of proportion.
You don't have to be non-white to be affected by racism. I think it affects anyone, and you can't really love football if you're racist, because some of the best players in the world are black. So
I used to root with Ian Wright. I've called him a whatever, laughing and joking. He's called me a fat git. Do
you know what I mean? At the same time, that's people that you felt comfortable with, that you're known straight away.
Yeah. Like, that's what I mean.
This is within
that's where I'm going.
48 hours.
That's where I'm going. So when you get to like me mates, I can call them Righty, whatever, Trevor, and they can call me a fat, and it's banter. But when you get above that and it gets hatred, then that's when the problems come.
My best mate is black, and his best mate of mine. I know I'm not racist, but I am a bit of a lad, have a bit of banter. Right, sometimes I do say that one thing too many times.
He really needs to come out of all that shit, because he's not the right person. He's not a total wanker. If he was more sensitive to like racist issues, then maybe he'd understand. I don't know, maybe one day a big black man will come and take away his girlfriend.
Okay, so what I seem to be hearing is some things are okay and some things aren't, but maybe that line isn't so clear sometimes. Just think about, am I being respectful to that individual or the group? Then we can't go wrong, can we? Yeah? Okay?
We've had a good meeting with Luther. It was banter, and I think Pimp accepts that. It was just the way it says, and it's all come out, and everybody's happy. I'm sure Pimp's gone away feeling a lot better today. And that's what I want, I'm the manager, and I've told them, I'm giving them all my phone number today. If there's any problems, any issues you want to talk to me, I'm approachable. I'm one of them. I'm one of their mates. I want to be, I'm their manager first and foremost, but I'm a mate, because I've been there, I've done it, I've had their problems, and I'm here to help.
It's been a difficult morning for the boys, so what better way to spend the afternoon with a couple of ex-England players than a spot of football training?
There's a lot goes into football, guys, It's not just turn up and have a kick around. A crucial time in any game is when goals are scored for both teams. If you're the team that scored it, you're so happy celebrating, you relax, and that's when you can catch them out. And the same the other way. It's all about keeping the pressure on the opposition. Trying to keep the ball in an area closest to their goal, so if you win it back, it's easier for you because you're within shooting range all the time.
To show ex-AC Milan striker Luther Blissett what he's got to work with, the boys kick off with a quick game of 7-a-side.
Finish! Oh! Ball please! Demonstration!
Impressed with their enthusiasm, Luther stops the boys for a crash course in striking skills.
Listen, when you come in, you've got to listen. Standing foot, there. The last step before you strike the ball, you invariably have to take a bigger step because the ball's moving. Bigger step there, and the ball then catches up by the time that you're ready to strike it. Okay? So you've got to think about that when you're striking, and you find that you get a better connection on the ball when you're doing. You've had a bit of a breather now, haven't you? Yeah. Get yourselves back on. First two teams back on. First two teams back on.
The boys get to work practicing their new football technique.
Good boy, hey, super, well done, that's good. It's got to be in the back of the net from there. Come here. Because what you've done, gone back on your heels there, and it's only going to go one way. Okay, don't worry about how hard you hit it, but just hit the ball clean. Oh, great hands! Early goalie, come on, who's on?
And 4 weeks into Razor's regime, Puddles is discovering his hard work on and off the pitch is finally paying dividends.
I mean, I'm in a really good place at the moment. I've done 2 stone as of last Saturday. Another week of good training this sun, and another week when I get weighed next week, I'm hoping to lose another sort of 10 pounds. I think my football's improving a bit. I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone, really.
You're here to learn, you're here to pick up on 1 or 2 things. That was so much better from the way it started.
So, what has guest coach Luther made of our squad?
They've quite motivated what they're doing. I was actually very pleased with. They took things on board what you said to them, and the way they actually approached the session, it actually improved bit by bit as it went on, which as a coach is all you can ask for.